I currently teach 3 Project Lead the Way courses, and Project Lead the Way is a STEM-based curriculum. But the 3 courses, it starts with design and modeling, and then after students have taken that course, it's a prerequisite for my other 2, which are flight and space and automation and robotics.
So what do students do in design and modeling?
So in design and modeling, they're learning the design process. They're learning how to construct things by going through an organized process and not just jumping straight to building things, which is what a lot of them tend to want to do. So learning a design process, they also learn how to sketch, learn how to visualize things. They do isometric sketching and multi-view sketching. And so we hit on all of those before we go into digitally modeling things. And so that's kind of the meat of the class, is learning how to model things, not like runway model things, but more like model things, CAD, computer-aided drafting, doing things on the computer. Currently we're using Tinkercad, but at the high school level they learn and use Autodesk Fusion 360, which is an amazing platform. And so we've also dabbled in Autodesk Inventor, which is also a very great tool.
Okay. So my next question is, how can students use this class experience outside of school?
How can they use it? Okay. So it's just like a lot of my classes, and I would argue a lot of teachers would argue probably the same thing. It's teaching them, the basics of how to work with a team, how to collaborate, how to just communicate things. One of the projects that we do in automation robotics, one of the first activities we do has to do with communicating how to build something without being able to see it. So it's teaching them basics of how to explain to somebody how to build something without them being able to see it in front of them, like having to use your words, having to think about what they're going through. So that and critical thinking is just teaching them the basics of critical thinking, working through a problem to come up with a solution, and seeing it from start to finish. Unfortunately, it's very exploratory at the middle school level, but when students get to the high school level, they can receive, I don't know if they can get a certification, but they can get a more real world experience as far as the courses and getting more in-depth understanding of modeling or engineering. They can also delve into computer science. They can get into biomedical technology. It kind of branches into more specific based on what students are interested in. And then there are actually opportunities, just depending on which school you go to get apprenticeships or internships from high school. So there's a lot of opportunities available to them in high school.